You know, when I first heard of Astro Hunters, I got pretty excited. A VR space extraction game with PvP and PvE? That sounds like a pretty good combo to me. Having materials to harvest, quests to do, random PvP encounters, that sounds like a good time. But sometimes, a game doesn't always get executed as well as it should. Janky interactions, they kind of really make or break a game, regardless of the potential that it has. If a game's feeling janky, it's hard to play it. It's gotta be a really good game to ignore that much jank. And especially if it's a PvP game, it's hard to let that stuff slide. Now, at its core, Astro Hunters has actually got a lot of potential. There's a lot of things I do like about the game. I really love the idea of an extraction game in VR, and especially a space one like this, where you're going around harvesting materials, watching out for enemy AI, and then also watching out for player encounters. For me, that's like a perfect balance of a game that I want to play, because I love doing missions in a game, but I also love a PvP aspect, and especially one where you're dropped into a world and you know that you have to be on the lookout for other players at all times. That is a very fun concept to me, and I know a lot of other people enjoy that as well too, especially at the prospect of if you kill these other players, you get to gather all their loot, and that is a lot of fun. It's very rewarding to get that kill and get a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't really have to earn other than getting it in a PvP kill. There's drops that'll come down in the world while you're out and about that you can run to and get, and then there's always the chance of another player being there and you having to do a little PvP. And as you can see, they have a variety of things, from actual weapons to ammo to power-ups. There's multiple different types of power-ups, ranging from speed increases to health increases to attack increases, and they're very easy to equip. You just click on one, hit equipped, and then choose one of the 4 locations that you're able to put them into. There's also different stations. This one's your inhaler station, and you can use the materials that you find on runs to craft different inhalers that are anything from increasing the modifications that you have on your weapons. Some are health inhalers and some are regenerative health inhalers. Some will help boost your shields. There's a lot of different ones to go through and check out. And this would be the upgrade station. So what this allows you to do is put your weapon into it, and then you can either add a weapons modification to it or just level up the weapon itself. So there's different types of modifications you can add to it. Some are acid type, some are electric type, some are flame type. Lots of different things, different mods for the game, and I really like that. It adds a lot of variety to it.
You're the worst. Let me tell you what, I don't appreciate you one bit, Jade.
Now, this area is where you turn in items you get from going on missions and collecting things, but it's very vague and doesn't explain it too well on what you should do. They really need to add a bit of a tutorial to this game. As far as the enemies go, I really do like a lot of the creatures that are on the planet. Now, they're not the most original, but they all look really cool, and I gotta say, I was happy with them overall.
Woo-wee! What's up, bitch? You just pissed him off now. Yep, you just keep pissing him off. No, I blew myself up!
Now, another downside to the game is the AI is really stupid and actually really overpowered. So these things are not very smart. You can get around them pretty easy. They don't always aim up very well, but when they hit you, they usually hit pretty hard. Now, they do have it in their roadmap that they are going to be working on the AI, but that is further down the road, and in my opinion, I think that's something that should come a lot faster, because it's pretty bad right now. Honestly, there's a lot of things that say this should not be a full release yet. It should 100% be an early access game. Some of the things that bother me about this game are just the little things about VR games in the first place. Like for this shotgun, you can't just flick it closed. You actually have to grab it with your hand and close it. And there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to just flick that closed with your wrist. Like, come on, give us some VR. Not even with the pistol. You cannot just flick these things closed, and that is just like how it should be in VR. You should not have to put two hands to close a pistol. Flick that thing with your wrist and close it up. Let's have fun with it. So that's one of the things that they definitely need to fix in this game. Also, they need to fix pulling pistols and even other guns off of your weapon belt.
That is so
Because so many times you just grab something and it just gets stuck in the air and you start walking away from your own hand and gun.
That's broke beyond belief. Like, I'm still just holding it, and when I let it go, it drops the gun. Then I can pick up the gun and use it. And that's broke, okay? Please fix that. I would love to see everything in this game get fixed. It's got so much good stuff going for it. Ooh. Okay.
There's also other things in the game that need to get fixed, like this. I'm collecting acetone, and this puddle, for some reason, wants to almost be infinite. And I believe that has to do with the world tick or something along the lines of the server side of the game. This is something that needs to get fixed. And there's also one other thing that goes into the server side of things that needs to get fixed. And apparently there's a dupe going on that I don't want to be that guy and narc on someone, but I would rather this game try and get fixed and have a good community and a lot of actual balancedness to it, instead of certain players having a huge edge against others, because this is a PvP game and that's not fair to have players duping and having a huge advantage against other new players coming in and just dominating them, because this is the kind of game that will make someone just quit at a certain point. So I don't want to see that happen to the community.
We're gonna make this entire lobby rich as long as nobody says anything right now. As long as no one says anything, we're gonna make everybody super rich right now.
Yeah, sorry man, I'd rather see the game be equal and balanced. I don't want to see people duping currency.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go.
Wait, can I real quickly like put 10 in my thing so next time I can...
Yes. Here's
I got
the
3 in my
you
inventory.
guys can go all get as much as you want, but do not pick up the original one that he picks up.
Yes,
Otherwise
do
it
not.
will not work, right?
He knows. You don't still lecture me up for the problem.
Alright, dang, you're gonna get some money right now. You're about to see. You're about to see what we do in this game. We exploit the shit out of it, dude. Okay, here's that.
So I'm not 100% sure what they're doing here, because I didn't actually talk to them and ask them what they were doing, but it looks like they're just transferring hands with it and the other person's trying to grab it. There's some sort of weird thing happening where they're able to just dupe these items, and then when you have a 10 stack of these, you can sell them and you can make a lot of money with these. And apparently you can just do this dupe glitch all day long if you got a friend to help you with it. So hopefully the devs can see this video and do like a server wipe or something like that and kind of fix everything, because it definitely needs to happen. I'm sure there's other things that I don't know about. I got lucky with this. No, I feel kind of bad showing it, and I hope these guys don't get in trouble, but you know, I'd rather see the community do well than see a couple guys not get mad at me. So Wenkley Studio, if you guys are randomly watching this video and you see this, please do me a favor. Like, I like your game a lot. The things I would love to see worked on are just the interactions between your weapons, holsters, interactions between putting objects into your backpack. There's times where I threw stuff over my shoulder and there's no reason that it shouldn't have gone into the bag. I don't understand what these problems are, but when it comes to the jankiness of interacting with a gun in a PvP fight, that is one of the most frustrating things in the game, and I would just love to see it fixed, because I think this game has a lot of potential and I would really like to see these things get fixed. I don't know how else to say it, but I do know that there's a long roadmap for it, so I'm not giving up on this game. I'll definitely be back to revisit it because I'm enjoying it, but it's one of those games that I love to hate almost. Like, I don't know. But do me a favor, if you're here and you're still watching, leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of Astro Hunters, and subscribe for more VR content. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Later.